What's going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today we have a new knife here to check out, and this is coming in from CMB. This is something I picked up off their website, and it is actually a knife that I have bought 4 separate times. We're going to answer the question as to why I have bought this knife 4 different times. While we're getting started, let us know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. The knife in question is going to be the CMB Predator, and I haven't bought this knife 4 separate times because it's a bad knife. I've bought this knife 4 separate times because it's a great knife. This has been through 3 different variations. I have bought a version 1, I bought 2 version 2s, and now I have bought here the brand new version 3. And I found this just by pure luck. I didn't know it actually had come out. It just recently did, and I was on Amazon, and I just happened to come across this knife here. But they should be available on their website and through Amazon. I'll have both of these linked down below. The version 2s are still in production and going to stay in production. The version 1s, however, are gone for good, I fear. I gave mine away months and months ago, but it originally came in D2 and G10. Then they upgraded it to 14C and micarta, and a beautiful combination. There's several different finishes you can get with it, as far as a satin like this, and then you have a black wash coating, and there are plenty of different micarta choices between both versions. There are a couple of subtle differences between the two, from the V2 to the 3. The main upgrade, or the main difference, is going to be in that locking system. They put a robust plunge lock in there for the V3s, where the V1 and V2s are CMB's crossbar lock, which they do really, really well. A couple of cues that they went through and did is they thinned out the handle as far as the thickness, and slimmed it up a little bit. They also made it a little bit lighter than the V2s. We are also looking at a change with the emblem going from the blade to the pivot, which is great execution in my opinion. That is something I've called for CMB to do for quite a while. It's something I call a lot of companies to do. It changes the aesthetic, in my opinion, for the better. Looks really good. We also have the added screw here, and they are going to be flat top screws opposed to the button top screws there. You'll see this is going to be deep carry. It is reversible. Really nice pocket clip, which we'll check here in a few moments, but going to be a very similar clip to the V2s. But you're going to have even more space underneath that pocket clip now. We have a micarta backspacer, and we do have an integrated lanyard post now on the V3s for the lanyard fans. And then, of course, we have steel liners in there with a little bit of weight relief, which is really going to give this knife some rigidity. Let's go ahead and we'll get a size on the new V3. You're going to find this is a pretty average knife, I would say. It's a good all-around size. 3 inches of cutting edge, 3 3/8 of total blade, and then it's going to come down there around 7 3/4 overall. We put it up here against the Benchmade bug out up top, and the Kaiser drop bear there on the bottom, and you'll see this is just a little bit longer, and it's a little bit more robust in the handle than both of these. And we'll bring out the Militol here from Kaiser and the Vastid Raccoon, and you'll see that it's really going to fall right in between both of those. We'll go ahead and see what this pocket clip looks like in the pocket and check retention here. And good retention over that initial ramp. And that's going to look clean in the pocket there. You'll have a little tiny bit poking out there, but not much. That'll give you a little something to kind of get a hold of on top of that clip as well. Pull this out of the pocket. Deep carry clips are not meant to give you easy access. They are meant to keep the knife hidden as deep as it can. And in this case, this is going to work really well. Why don't we go ahead and we'll get a weight check on this thing. I have been severely off my game. I think I've only gotten close on one of the last like 5 guesses. This has some heft to it. I'm going to say this is around 3.6. 3.7. Oh, damn. 4.4 and 126 grams. Yeah, I guess it's got a little heft to it. Hey, I'm gonna leave it there. And 4.6. So a little bit of weight saving, which I knew. So that's 126 for the V3 and 130 for the V2. So you are saving a little bit of weight with the V3. We'll go ahead and we'll get a check here on our handle and blade thickness. We'll start with the V2 here and see what we're looking at. 0.548 for the V2 and 0.535, 0.534. So a little bit lighter in the thickness of the handle here. Now, I don't know if they changed anything in regards to the blade. We'll check both to make sure. 134 thousandths. I think that's the same. Now, it's it's about the same. 136. And our behind the edge thickness is going to be right there around 24 thousandths with that particular hold. I'm going to guess it's probably more around the 21 thousandths. We'll go ahead and check this one just for fun here. And that one's coming in there around 21 thousandths. I think that was a little bit better hold, and I'm going to guess that is where the V3 is as well. But let's see how these things cut out of the box. We have our trusty SMKW catalog here, and I'm expecting a razor finish on these here. So let's see. If you're not familiar with CMB, they're a company that I would classify as a hidden gem. Like I said, I hail the Predator line as one of the best budget knives you can pick up. And it has been that way for the last couple of years. I would say since the V2s came out, this has really held a spot for me personally. And anyone who has picked one of these up that is watching this, if they feel like it, they'll tell you down in the comments how good of a knife this really is. Like I said, I've given away 2 of them. I've bought 4. I've actually given 3 away. I had another version 1 donated to the channel to give away. So I've actually handled 5 of these and bought 4. But it's just such a great EDC knife, just pure EDC right here, just kind of a do-it-all blade shape and handle here. I mean, large, XL, medium hands. Even if you have a little bit larger hands, there's still going to be room on there to grow on. You can get right up behind the edge if you need, and that'll give you a good deal of control over this thing. You can creep up onto that tip if you have more precise work to go or you need to do. And I would say that, depending on what you prefer, the crossbar lock is going to be a great option if you like crossbar locks. And I think this will be a great option if you like button plunge locks. And I have to say the action on this right here is really, really damn good. You can get a nice wind up, and the closing action is really nice. You can just push right in. There's no drag or button drag, blade drag. You can push that button in as far as you want and not going to have any issues. Nice and smooth. Centering looks really good. Tolerances nice and tight. Everything looks really good. As far as lockup is concerned, I don't feel any up and down play, and I don't feel any side to side play either. We're going to go ahead and check this lock, make sure she's going to hold up against some adversity. The brother here, the V2, has certainly already met the spine whacker and lived to tell the tale. Passed the old test with flying colors. We're going to make sure the new brother here is going to be capable of that same thing. I almost got the black blade blue micarta, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the satin because I already have had two coated ones back to back, and I wanted to check out a satin version. So I'm glad I picked this one up here. But like I said, I think there's 4 or 5 micartas, and each one you can get a satin or a black wash blade. So lots of different options. Let's go ahead and check this lock here. We'll start out towards the tip, give this a couple of love taps. Very good. Go to the middle here. Good. Get closer up towards them studs. Give it a couple of nice thwacks, and we will go ahead and check this thing, make sure we don't have any issues, and I don't think that we will. CMB is quietly doing a killer job. They don't put out a ton of models, and they are not afraid to do some designs that are a little bit different. So but the designs they put out are really, really well done. Good quality control, good fit and finish, good materials, and they also have a premium line. They just put the Braveman out. That is a crossbar lock, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I have multiple videos of that up on the channel. But CMB, the knives they put out are really good quality, and you can tell that they just want to get better and improve. And this knife has probably been in the works for quite a while, and that is why we're seeing a button plunge lock on it. A lot of people still love plunge locks, so this is going to do extremely well. I look for them to do a new lock here. I bet it's already in the works, but some of this stuff takes time, and this has probably been in, the plans for quite a while. And now we have even more locks out there, which I think we will see this eventually upgraded to. I'd love to see this knife in a premium form with some sort of harder use steel like a Crewware or an M4, titanium handle, and have this be like a button frame lock or something like that. Button compression lock to give it some rigidity. I think that would be just fantastic for this knife right here. You guys will have to let me know. Have you had any experience with the CMB Predator? And let me know your thoughts on the Predator. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. And if you're new to the channel here and you enjoy this type of content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. I'll pop up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.